I sent them a feedback request asking why I can't turn that off. And they said, hey, there's no way to turn that off right now. Thanks.
Thanks for confirming what we know. Cool. All right. Let's see. So we had some blockers that we talked about. It's been a week and a half now. One of them was building the Grafana dashboard, and Alexi, it's got your name on it. Is that kind of back burner for you right now? I know you're working on other things.
I didn't check it yet, but I believe we need to start it only after we deploy the new configuration everywhere, right? From what I remember.
Camille started on the dashboard. I don't remember.
Oh, okay, Camille started.
I don't remember why.
I didn't touch it yet.
I'm not sure why he called it a blocker. Maybe it's just because he was heading out. All right.
Maybe because we could not safely deploy Puma or roll out Puma without knowing the difference. I mean, without comparing the numbers.
Yeah.
Like it's just something we need to confirm that there is a difference and the difference is positive, something like this.
Gotcha. Okay, and that probably leads into the next one, right? We have an outstanding request for changing the configuration on dev. Oh, too many bars in the way. So the recommendation was to change it from this to this. I pinged Jarv this morning, see if he can make those configuration changes for us so then we can measure what the impact was and make sure we're proving our assumptions. Haven't heard back yet, but it's only been an hour, so we'll see what happens. Cool. All right, any other blockers that I didn't put here? I'm gonna assume that's a no. Let's see, deliverable label, not well documented or communicated, but once we make our plans for a milestone, we're supposed to mark all of the issues that we have in that plan as deliverable, and it's basically saying we're committing to do this work for this milestone. So I know I sent a note, I think it was in Slack, letting everybody know if you saw the labels flying through, that's why. And I went back and marked, was it 12.1 with all the things that we committed to so that the graphs were cleaned up a bit. It's on the quality metrics dashboard somewhere. I'm not gonna fumble through and try and show everybody. I'll link it up here later on so y'all can see where it is. But we're measuring where we hit our deliverables and what we're delivering above and beyond that. And there's still some discussion about like discovered items during the milestone because they're not necessarily deliverables, right? It's not something we committed to at the beginning. So they're still fine tuning this labeling process so far. So more to come on that. Any questions there? All right. So carryover, just priorities for the week. So Puma, continue to move forward. Still waiting for the item that I just listed above, reconfiguring dev so we have a better plan for staging, and then Canary, and then production by the end of 12.3. The big emergency that happened last week, we had a bunch of issues come through that caused our website to not function as well as it should. So I've been labeled as the DRI, directly responsible individual, for re-implementing our queuing processes. So it's all listed out here. There's a doc. We have a daily stand-up right now until we have at least some short-term solutions in place. One of the things that most immediately affects us is the issue that Chinyu is working on. I know he's talked to Alexi about making it possible to kill running sidekick jobs. There's no easy way to do it right now. We can, but it's fairly tedious workaround. Some of the other short-term goals is to add more observability so we know better what's going on in production, or even a self-managed instance if they're having some issues with things getting bogged down. So adding metadata to sidekick jobs, adding more logging, just better understanding, better awareness of what's going on in your environment. So those are the high priority items going on right now, and it will affect 12.3. I know we have a lot in the queue right now planned for, I'm sorry, we're in 12.3. No, it's 12.3. Yep, I got it right. So next milestone, it will affect some of the work that we're doing in there. I'm sure it'll push some out and add some new work there. So any questions on that work? Cool. All right, and then general announcement, GitLab's creating a search team. Still need Rails and Ruby experience, but the main focus here is going to be working with Elasticsearch and Go to better enable our search experience on GitLab. It's not great right now. There's lots of things we need to add, and we need a dedicated team to do it. We have folks that are working on the Go, to create the Elasticsearch indexing work, and that's already in the GitLab repo, but we just don't have enough folks focusing on the search experience with GitLab in general. So spinning up a team, issues link there. I don't think the jobs have been posted yet, but once they are, if you know anybody that's got either of those experiences, then let them know that we're hiring. And that's it. Adequately short meeting this week since we just met on Thursday and we're moving the schedule. So anything else anybody wants to cover today? All right. Let y'all have the rest of your time back.